Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 117th Annual Potato Awards, presented by Potato. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief, and welcome to the 69th Annual Potato Awards. We will be giving out awards for wrestling and also video games. This is a look back at the best of 2021. So we could focus on the negatives, we could focus on the WWE releases, the death of NXT, and all the other negatives that have gone on in the world, or we could focus on the positive, and I wanted to try and focus on the positive. So, these are my favourite things, the best of 2021, the awards ceremony, the most prestigious award given out by a rotund Welshman who yells at his TV. Let's have a little look at the awards. We have 4 awards to go through, but up first we're going to go with the video game of the year. The game of the year. And then the rest are all wrestling. So I thought we would start off with the gaming one and move on to wrestling. I know a lot of you are here because of the wrestling, but video games is still a massive part of my life. I'm still a massive part of this channel. So I wanted to do my game of the year as well this year. And then we will move into the wrestling subjects in the next category. So, Game of the Year 2021. Disclaimer: I do not own a PS5 yet, so Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, and Deathloop will not be in my nominations because I haven't played them yet, but I will play them at some point. So these are my personal nominations for Game of the Year, games that I have played and very much enjoyed. So let's just jump into this. So the nominees are Metroid Dread, Halo Infinite, Hitman 3, Forza Horizon 5, Psychonauts 2, and Death's Door. And the winner is Halo Infinite, to the surprise of nobody who knows me, because this channel is called Potato Chief because of the Master Chief, Potato Chief. I'm a massive Halo fan, so Halo Infinite is my game of the year. Metroid Dread was incredible, and any other year that will probably be my game of the year. It's 15 years in the making. I've been waiting 15 years for a proper 2D Metroid game again, and we got one, and it was amazing. And then Forza Horizon 5 is probably the best driving game I've ever played. It's up there with like Burnout Paradise. Oh, my hair's a mess. Sorry. But no, it had to be Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is my game of the year because it's my favourite multiplayer I've ever played since Halo 3. I would say my favourite multiplayer game since Halo 3. And I don't mean my favourite multiplayer Halo game. My favourite multiplayer period. Like, I've not played a multiplayer game as much as I've played Halo Infinite. I've already completed the Battle Pass, and I've waited till March to get the next set of levels. I played it a lot, and I played the flights, the betas, all them, and I'm obsessed with it, and I absolutely adore it. And then that alone is Game of the Year material, but then you add on a campaign which is fantastic, the best campaign the 343 have made, the best campaign since Halo Reach. I adore the characters, I adore the grappling hook is an amazing addition. I think this is a very, very good game. If you have an Xbox or a PC, I recommend downloading Halo. It's free to play, so download the multiplayer. And I would recommend even the campaign. The campaign is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So I would say that is my game of the year. Halo Infinite, congratulations, you are my game of the year 2021. To the surprise of nobody who knows me. Okay, now we're moving on to the wrestling. So up first is the moment of the year, my highlight of wrestling this year. There's not even any nominees for this one because it is so clearly just one thing that happened this year in wrestling that completely blew my mind and made me very happy. And that was the return of Phil Brooks, CM Punk. See, they think is it gonna happen? I've been faked out too often that I don't believe anything. Oh, it's happening! It's been highly rumored. I'm like, nah. There's a guy in the crowd freaking out. I'm freaking out too, but oh my god! No, they got. Oh my god! actually happening. Everyone in the crowd knew it was happening. I knew it was happening, but I'm like, no, not really, is it? Everyone going, oh yeah, CM Punk's got AEW, he's going to debut tonight because it's in Chicago, and I'm like, that's too convenient, that's too obvious, that's not going to happen. It's happening! AEW's signing of CM Punk was the biggest thing that's happened in wrestling for a decade, I think, and the biggest moment in AEW history, in my opinion, and my favourite thing that I've seen in a long time. I absolutely adored CM Punk. He was one of my favourite wrestlers when he was in WWE, and the way he left was really sad, and the way their relationship has been toxic, and Vince firing him on his wedding day and all this stuff, I found really difficult, but the fact that he's back now is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I really adore everything that they're doing in AEW at the moment. I don't want to be an AEW fanboy, but it does seem like it is the better show at the moment by a landslide. I want to enjoy. When I watch a bad episode of Raw, I watch AEW, and it reminds me why I like wrestling. CM Punk returning, and then also the debut of Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole. Those are all amazing moments as well. But CM Punk returning or debuting in AEW, whichever you want to call it, a debut or a return, because it's kind of both, was electric. And probably the biggest thing to happen in wrestling in decades, I think. And it's... oh, love it. So that was my moment of the year. Then we're going to get to my match of the year. So I keep changing my mind on this one. All my nominees possibly could have been my match of the year. So I'm going to go through my nominees for match of the year. So let's get into it. It is... so... up first is the Mania main event, which is the triple threat Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Edge. Brilliant match, amazing match. Daniel Bryan versus Hangman Page, Winter is Coming. Bryan versus Omega. Hangman versus Omega. Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros in a cage. And Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks at Mania main event, night 1. All those matches, I loved all those matches so much. They're all absolutely incredible, and I couldn't decide. I've literally changed my mind multiple times building up to this video, and I've changed my mind one last time. I've decided I'm going to go with the one I want. I'm going to follow my heart with this one. And my match of the year is the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros in a steel cage. The brutality of that match, probably the greatest steel cage match, or the best tag team steel cage match I've ever seen. One of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. The thumbtacks on the bottom of the shoes was just the most brutal thing ever. I'm like, even thinking about taking that spot is just making me cringe. Just like, no, thank you. I do not want to take that bump. Absolutely incredible match. What a year of wrestling. In some points there's some really good stuff. There's also some really bad stuff, but we're not focusing on that. We're going to focus on the good stuff. Some really good wrestling this year. Most of it on AEW, but WWE has pulled off some really good matches this year as well. So, I would say my favourite WWE match is the men's triple threat main event for WrestleMania Night 2. Edge, Roman Reigns, and Bryan, because that was just incredible as well. So shout outs to that. If you don't watch AEW and you only watch WWE, that's my match of the night. So the match of the year. That being said, let's get on to the final category, the final award of the night, my wrestler of the year. This is a big one. So my wrestler of the year is between Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan / Bryan Danielson, Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, Britt Baker, and Big E. So, the winner of Wrestler of the Year is, drumroll, Daniel Bryan / Bryan Danielson. He had his amazing debut in AEW, and he had my favourite WWE match and 2 or 3 of my favourite AEW matches this year. He's been absolutely on fire. He's been one of the best wrestlers in the world, period. My personal wrestler of the year. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I thought he peaked at WrestleMania 30, but he's proved that he's even at a higher level than that now. He's gotten to new levels of expertise. He is such a fantastic wrestler, and he is my personal wrestler of the year. Congratulations, Daniel Bryan. This random Welsh reactor says you're the best wrestler in the world, but that means a lot. God damn it. Yeah, so that was my personal wrestler of the year. That's it. That's the Potato Awards 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed my random, rambly, ranty, my ranty awards. As you could probably tell, it's not very scripted. I picked the nominees and who was going to win. Apart from that, this has all been just a rant, essentially. I had a lot of fun with gaming this year. I feel wrestling is we're finally getting back into a groove of it. I feel AEW is doing really well. I feel WWE needs to pick up their game. They have good pay-per-views, but the releases and the death of NXT has really kind of dampened my love of WWE at the moment. So I'm hoping the next year we'll have a better year. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Overall, good. I think there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of stuff to celebrate. A lot of good from 2021. Hopefully 2022 will be an even better year. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Who was your wrestler of the year? What was your match of the year? What was your game of the year? What was your favourite moment of professional wrestling or in gaming or just in life from 2021? Just let me know how your 2021 was in the comments below. And thank you for watching. And until next time, too sweet. Laters, guys. Laters. Happy New Year.
Join Potato Club today and too sweet that subscribe button.